Hello, everyone. And so we have a different topic today for YouAttest. So normally we go over how YouAttest can be used to audit identities for the purpose of identity security and compliance. However, today we have something a little bit different. We have Craig Ganasso to go over how he utilizes YouAttest to help determine if particular software licenses are needed. That is, YouAttest is used to right-size corporate paid software licenses. Welcome, Craig, and thank you for being here.
Hi, Ashley.
First, Craig, what is your role and who do you work for?
So I'm the Senior Director for Technology and Cybersecurity at a pharmaceutical company called Elector.
Perfect. And what type of audits have you used in the past using YouAttest?
So we've done audits on user access for things like, say, domain admins, where we use YouAttest to ask the managers if their employees that are on our domain admins list actually need domain admin access.
Interesting. So you're comfortable using YouAttest for checking roles and access rights for the users?
Very comfortable.
Perfect. But now you're using YouAttest in a little bit different way, right? You're using it to determine whether the licenses that you're providing to users are really needed. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay, so the million-dollar question, did YouAttest charge you anything extra for using the product in this way?
Nothing, not a cent more.
Perfect. That's great information to have. So Kasha, if you could run a demo and then we'll talk through it.
Thanks, Ashley. So I hope you can see my screen. This is the dashboard of YouAttest. And what we are trying to show you is if you have an application that has a lot of licenses to it, every user needs a license, and you want to determine whether any of those users need those licenses so that you can just cancel the subscription or cancel those licenses to save some cost. So there are two ways to determine that. One, through the auto audits when the integration is in place. For example, you have Okta, Azure AD, or JumpCloud, or any other identity store that you integrate with YouAttest and then fetch the information that way. Or if there is any application that is not connected to your identity store and it's in its own silo, then we have the CSV audit using which you can determine whether or not some users need that license or not. So let's say if we create an audit of an application that resides within your identity store, in this case, Okta, and see if those users need those licenses for that application. So I'll just go ahead and create an application audit.
And as Kashif said, this could be Okta, this could have been, JumpCloud, Azure AD, or some other thing we import CSV. Take it away.
Exactly. So I'm just going to name it so that I can easily remember what this campaign is about. So I'm just going to call it Jira Licenses. And most importantly, I'll just select the date by which this audit needs to be completed. Now on the next page, since the integration is in place, it's going to show you all the applications that you have in your environment. So you can see Jira on top. I'll just go ahead and select Jira applications to see who has access to that application. Once you click done, it's going to fetch the information and show all the results on your licensing listing page, campaign listing page. So once you go inside, it's gonna show you all the users who have got access to Jira application. Now, if you notice, they all have their managers mentioned against each profile. So all you have to do, instead of going one by one, you can just click on auto-delegate. And what it does, it will perform the auto delegation to these managers, will push out the emails to all these managers, letting them know that they need to participate in an audit to see if those licenses are in use. And this is the email they're going to get. Once they click on the hyperlink over here, they will get right inside this audit and they will be able to, I'm just going to show you how. And they can do the reviews that way by just going and selecting all and hitting certify, or if they want to revoke any access, they can revoke their access. And that way you will be able to save those licenses if those licenses are not needed by any of these members. So let's say
it's a great quantifiable way to use this product to have the actual managers go through and attest to their licenses, right, Craig?
That's correct. Oftentimes employees get birthright licenses, and it just works out that way for whatever reason. Oftentimes the managers either don't know about it or don't really have any way of having it flagged. And from an IT perspective, those licenses really add up, and there's real money that can be saved by removing the licenses from those users that just don't need it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a big advantage. Great, simple demo there. Great job, Akashif. And Ashley, why don't you tell people how to talk to us?
Perfect. Thank you. So just contact us at info@youattest.com and we'll get you going on your identity and software license audit.